With an alarming increase in the single use of plastics all over the world, plastic pollution has become one of the most critical environment problems today. It is not merely the developing nations, but also the developing ones that are struggling to deal with the issue. And it is no secret that plastic debris is dash. It is found everywhere, right from the North Pole to the South, and from the deepest points in the ocean to the highest mountains. Now, the question here is, which choice completes the text with the most logical and precise word and phrase? Option A, discerning. Option B, ingenious. Option C, ubiquitous. Or option D, vapid. So here this is a vocabulary in context question. We have to first try to understand the context and then try to choose the word accordingly. Right. So the context clue here is you could see this dash here. So here this is our biggest context clue. So the dash tells us that the part which is after the dash should be clearly emphasized. Right. So the author wants to emphasize this particular part. Right. So that would clearly indicate what the blank could be. So the first context clue is that it's found everywhere, right? Plastic is found everywhere, right? From the North Pole to the South Pole, right? So let us make a note of it. And it's also found from the deepest points in the oceans to the highest mountains. So these are the two context clues, right? So from that, we are able to understand what the blank can be, right? So what are we looking at? We are looking at a word that means being present everywhere, right? In short, it means to be present everywhere, right? Let's take a look at the options one by one. Option A, discerning. Discerning means to exhibit keen insight or to have a very good judgment, right? To have a very good judgment here. This is an out of context answer because we're not looking for plastics, obviously cannot have a good sense of judgment. So A is eliminated. Then moving on to option B. Option B, ingenious. Ingenious means to be very, very simple, very straightforward, right? And again, this is irrelevant to the context here. Option B can therefore be eliminated. Moving on to option C, ubiquitous. C clearly fits the answer because ubiquitous means something that's found everywhere. And that's what we have. That's the context we have here. So C can be kept on hold. And then moving on to option D, vapid. Vapid means to lack liveliness or to lack flavor, right? And being very dull. So vapid again is out of context here. So the answer option D can be eliminated. The correct answer for this question should be option C, ubiquitous, which means it can be found everywhere.